Have you ever wondered why certain things in life seem to disturb your peace or block your personal growth? Despite our best intentions, we sometimes unknowingly accept things from others, be it advice, emotions, or even material gifts, that weigh us down and cloud our clarity. What if these subtle exchanges are holding you back from living a life of true peace and balance? In Zen Buddhism, the key to enlightenment and inner harmony lies in simplicity and mindfulness. The teachings guide us to be discerning about what we let into our lives. Just as the body needs clean food to stay healthy, the mind and spirit need to be free from toxic influences. While it's easy to recognize the harm in physical clutter, the emotional and psychological baggage we accept from others can be much harder to identify, but just as damaging. This list of 9 things you should never receive from anyone forever is inspired by the wisdom of Zen. These are not just material possessions, they are often intangible offerings, words, emotions, or expectations that can weigh heavily on your spirit and block your path to inner peace. Zen reminds us that protecting our energy and nurturing our inner world is essential for spiritual growth. Let's explore these 9 things that, once rejected, can help you live a life of balance and serenity. 1. Negative energy or emotions, anger, jealousy, hatred, resentment. These emotions are like heavy stones in our hearts, preventing us from achieving clarity and peace. In Zen, the mind is like still water. When it is calm and clear, we can see the depths of our being. But when disturbed by negative emotions, the water becomes cloudy, making it impossible to see clearly. When someone directs their negativity toward you, whether through anger, criticism, or bitterness, you have the choice not to absorb it. As Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh teaches, feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. When others bring you negative energy, let it pass through you like a breeze. Do not hold on to it, and do not let it disturb the stillness of your mind. By not accepting negative emotions from others, you preserve your peace and maintain a state of inner balance. 2. Unsolicited advice. Advice can sometimes be a gift, but when given without invitation, it can become a subtle form of control. People often offer advice based on their own experiences, assumptions, and biases, which may not be aligned with your unique journey. Zen teaches us to trust our inner wisdom and be our own guide. The answers we seek are within, not outside of us. Receiving unsolicited advice can cloud your judgment, leading you away from your true path. Instead of allowing others' words to dictate your actions, practice mindful listening, but always return to your own inner compass. In Zen, self-awareness and introspection are key to understanding what is right for you. Remember, everyone has their own path to walk. Your path is uniquely yours, and only you can truly know where it leads. 3. Fear-based beliefs. Fear is an illusion created by the mind, and yet it can control us if we let it. Many people carry fears: fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of loss, and they project these fears onto others. When someone tries to pass their fears onto you, recognize it for what it is, a reflection of their inner turmoil. Zen encourages us to face life with courage and openness. Fear closes the heart and narrows the mind, while Zen practice opens us to the present moment, free from attachments and worry about the future. By accepting others' fear-based beliefs, you allow their limitations to become your own. Instead, release fear and embrace the unknown with trust in the universe. As the great Zen master Shunryu Suzuki said, "In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind, there are few." Keep your mind open and fearless, ready for all of life's possibilities. 4. Gossip or slander. Gossip is like a fire, small at first, but it quickly grows, consuming everything in its path. In Zen, words are powerful tools for creating harmony or destruction. Speaking ill of others not only harms them, but also poisons the heart of the speaker and listener. When someone offers you gossip, they are inviting you into a web of negativity and judgment. In accepting it, You allow toxic energy to cloud your mind and distance yourself from the practice of compassion and mindfulness. Gossip and slander distract you from the path of self-cultivation and plant seeds of disharmony. Zen teaches us to use our words with kindness and intention. As the Buddha said, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." Let your speech bring healing, not harm. Refuse to accept gossip, and instead cultivate conversations rooted in kindness and understanding. 5. Unrealistic expectations. Throughout life, people will project their expectations onto you. Expectations of who you should be, what you should achieve, and how you should behave. These expectations can weigh heavily on the soul, creating anxiety, self-doubt, and a feeling of never being enough. In Zen, the practice of non-attachment applies not only to material things, but also to others' expectations. You are not obligated to meet anyone's expectations, but your own. Accepting others' unrealistic expectations can lead you away from your true self, pushing you to live a life that is not authentically yours. Zen wisdom reminds us that true happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from external validation. As you walk your path, let go of others' expectations and live in harmony with your own inner truth. 6. Material attachments. We live in a world where material wealth and possessions are often equated with success and happiness. People may give you gifts, possessions, or even advice with the belief that these things will bring you joy. However, Zen Buddhism teaches that attachment to material things is a root cause of suffering. In the pursuit of simplicity, Zen encourages us to let go of unnecessary attachments. Material possessions can be fleeting, and the more we cling to them, the more we risk losing our sense of inner peace. When someone offers you material things that you do not need, ask yourself, will this bring me true happiness, or will it create more attachment? True wealth lies in a heart free from desire and a mind at peace. As Zen Master Dogen said, one must be deeply aware of the impermanence of the world. Don't let material things distract you from the real treasures within. 7. Victim mentality. The mindset of victimhood is a heavy burden that some people carry throughout their lives. It is the belief that life happens to them, and they have no control over their circumstances. While it is important to acknowledge pain and hardship, staying in a victim mentality prevents growth and healing. If someone tries to draw you into their victim narrative, recognize that this mindset is limiting and destructive. In Zen, personal responsibility and awareness are central to liberation. Each person is the architect of their own destiny, and by cultivating mindfulness, we can transcend suffering and take charge of our lives. Do not accept a victim mentality from others or from yourself. Instead, practice self-empowerment and mindfulness, recognizing that you have the power to shape your experience through your thoughts, actions, and choices. 8. Toxic relationships. Not all relationships are nurturing or supportive. Some people bring negativity, manipulation, or emotional harm into our lives. Toxic relationships drain your energy, cloud your judgment, and disturb your peace of mind. Zen teachings emphasize the importance of cultivating relationships that support your growth and well-being. While compassion is a key tenet of Buddhism, it must also extend to yourself. Accepting toxic relationships means accepting a life of suffering. Letting go of harmful connections is not an act of cruelty, but an act of self-preservation and wisdom. As you practice mindfulness and cultivate inner peace, surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage your spiritual journey. Let go of relationships that do not serve your highest good. 9. False praise or flattery. Praise can be a beautiful thing when it is genuine and comes from the heart. However, false praise or flattery can feed the ego, creating a false sense of self-importance. In Zen, the ego is seen as an obstacle to enlightenment. By accepting false praise, we strengthen the ego and distance ourselves from our true nature. Zen wisdom encourages us to seek fulfillment from within, not from external validation. When someone offers you empty praise, Resist the temptation to let it inflate your sense of self. True contentment comes from living in alignment with your values, not from the approval of others. As the Zen master Dogen teaches, do not seek recognition or praise, but cultivate the inner peace that comes from a pure heart. The teachings of Zen Buddhism offer profound insights into how we can live more mindfully and peacefully. One of the key lessons is the importance of being discerning about what we accept from others. Whether it is negative emotions, material possessions, or toxic relationships, these things can cloud our inner peace and hinder our spiritual growth. By practicing mindfulness and cultivating awareness, we can protect our energy and live in harmony with Zen principles. The true path to happiness and fulfillment lies not in what others give us, but in what we cultivate within ourselves. Let go of what does not serve you and embrace the simplicity and stillness that Zen offers.